All right, well, we are live.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the party, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. I am your game master slash dungeon master, depending on how kinky you want to be. The Bardic Knock, name is right there under my face, where I'd like to keep my name, because if it was somewhere else, it'd confuse and disorient me. Tonight we are returning to the Dodeca region with Team Crossbones. For those of you who don't know what we are doing, this is a Pokemon tabletop adventures game. So, do you like tabletop adventuring? Do you like Pokemon and finding ways to break all the game mechanics and make your game master scream into his pillows at night? This is certainly the game for you, as my players have proved.
Yeah, if you like Pokemon, this is for you. If you don't like Pokemon at all, it's even more for you.
So, as I said, I am the Bardic Knock. My name is down there. I have a Twitter and a Patreon and a Twitch and a YouTube and all kinds of stuff, which you should check out if you like me, or if you don't. Even if you hate me, go and click on it, because that'll just upset me knowing someone I didn't like watched my thing. Just click the things. I mean, hey. I don't know what I'm babbling on about. So, I'm gonna stop my talking and let the other lovely people around the screen take over for me. So, Teddy, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a bit about you and your character?
Hello, I'm Nerdy Teddy Bear. I am a player here currently. I'm not actually GMing anything, as we wrapped Ruby yesterday. But Wednesdays I will be playing with Leverage, and I play here Thursdays for Shadowrun New Atlantis, and of course this game. And I am playing Ever Kismet.
And under Teddy, we have in a surprising different location. They're out there traveling the world. Michi, could you please introduce yourself, say some nice words, and I don't know. Something
Your favorite
else.
color.
Third thing.
I'm Michi. Echo. I'm Michi at Michisaurus on Twitter. I am playing Clementine, who is very sweet and is somehow wrapped up in all this and is probably going to get killed because of it.
What are you on about? Things don't die in this universe.
Yeah, exactly. They just take really long naps.
Yeah. I keep seeing little ears pop up. Do you want to show us what you're holding there? Oh.
We have an Eevee.
Stream over. Just click that for the next screen. It's much more watchable than this garbage fire that we did. No. As entertaining as that is, we have important, serious Pokemon business to proceed on with. And with that, I believe that's a perfect segue into Cyril. Cyril, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and how you plan on ruining all of my plans?
I'm Cyril. I'm playing Slim Jim Flare, who, between using Lava Plume himself instead of a Pokemon, and phasing through walls, and reading minds, and causing explosions and controlling light, haven't really found a plan yet that's stood up to me.
It's really frustrating because my mind keeps going, I'll put up, no, wall, that's useless. I'll put him in a dock, no, that's useless.
Pretty soon this is going to turn into Saw.
Oh.
Yeah. You're chained to a wall with a dagger 2 inches away from your face. Get out of it.
Did you say wall?
Telekinesis.
I phased through it.
I don't know. Okay, Shogun, could you introduce yourself, please?
All right, I am Shogun. I'm Shogun117 on Twitter. I I am playing as Amelia Brissa. I'm still unhappy with that. I am.
When you go to Pokemon Court later, you can officially change your name.
Oh yeah. I am playing as the supposed leader of this group of degenerate criminals. And I am focused on finding pretty and cute Pokemon as opposed to powerful or dangerous Pokemon.
It's certainly the way to go.
Also, as hinted a couple times, I'm a bit of an anarchist who's quite interested in finding the evil side of regular people. Like the mass of children in the very first session.
I still need to think of what the repercussions are for that, because you just encouraged like 20 children to say, after police.
Yeah.
So I need to think of how that's going to affect the world at large and let it actually come into play at some point, but it's there. It's in my brain.
My eyes are out for schools. I'm looking, see if I can just go in, just tell the teacher to go take a smoke break and substitute for a couple of minutes.
Oh no. Are there even Pokemon schools?
Yes.
In literally every single game, usually in the first or second town, there is a Pokemon school.
With
or
like
a Pokemon
5
training
kids in
academy.
it.
Yeah.
For the entire continent.
Yeah, there's the one kid who talks about, my Pokemon got poisoned. There's the one kid who talks about, I don't understand what natures are. And one kid who asks, what's an ability? That's pretty much it. So, Capjack, I think that was a perfect segue. No one can say otherwise.
Hi there, everybody. I'm Capjack, or at Captain J Cross on Twitter, and tonight I'll be playing the Poke-Taker, who likes to kick Pokemon and take names.
Well, technically, you kick Pokemon and you take them because you just go mine.
Yeah, I mean that's how I got the Onyx.
And the 4 cats currently following you.
Hey,
They were not
those are
punished
mine.
whatsoever.
They were not kicked. We don't.
No,
kick
they were just fed. No. Anything else?
I'm
So,
very interested.
If I want to make you a Poke-Taker, can't fight anything. I need to make you a gym leader who only has cats.
Okay, I'll just take out the gym leader, whatever.
Yeah, and just offer them a snack and they'll instantly betray him.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm very interested in the response of this old man in front of us. I want to know what he's about after the sick burns that were distributed last session.
Yeah.
It's a bad day for that old man.
This old man, like, I think you might have like ruined his entire self-esteem and like perception of himself. So we'll see what happens there. Before I do that, hey, things to do with the channel here on Welcome to the Party. Welcome to the Party is a fantastic, all-inclusive place for tabletop gamers, for anybody, really. You don't even need to like tabletop games. You can just be like, hey, I want to meet cool people. And if you do, there's a Discord down there. That looks really weird when I know when I point down, I'm just pointing to my... on the screen. Like, not here physically. It's not down on me. It's down on the computer. Don't think too much about it.
Oh, that didn't. Oh, never mind. No, I was batting the hand. Never mind. You know what? No.
This is why I shouldn't be allowed in charge of things. So yes, there's a Discord down there. Join it. If you want to find people to play games with, you'll find people to play games with. If you want to talk about video games, there's a place for that. TV, anime. There was a place for people to talk about Critical Role. I think that still exists.
I think it's still there.
Yeah. But it's there. Maybe you can spark it off again. Do-do-do-do-do. And yes, other things. We recently hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, so now it has a unique YouTube URL. I should have checked what that was before this, so now I'm just gonna have to quickly go look up what it is. Oh dear. Vamping.
It
No
is
one knows.
welcome to the party.
It is welcome to the party. Just double checking.
Nice.
Everything else. Yes.
That's nice.
So every single game that gets streamed on this channel usually ends up there sooner or later. Hopefully, usually sooner. So it's all good. Other things, you should consider subscribing here on Twitch if you can. Obviously, not encouraging anyone to spend money they don't have, but if you got it, why not? We got 3 tiers of subscription, and you get access to super cool emotes when you do subscribe. Tier 1 gets you access to a WTTP D20, Tier 2 gets you access to Michael the Mimic, and Tier 3 grants you access to crits on the rocks. You want emotes to throw around all over Twitch? Do that, and other things. So, I think
What's the mimic's name?
Michael.
Michael. Oh, it is Michael. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the official name. That's the name I gave it.
No, that you got it first, so that's the official name.
No one can stop me. Oh yes, the other thing. If you want to spice things up while it's going on, we also accept donations of bits whilst we are streaming. For 500 bits, you can affect any game in a small way. So if it's D&D, a crit. If it's Shadowrun, someone who plays Shadowrun, tell me what they could do.
You can get Edge.
That's the one. And yeah, if you throw out a suggestion, me personally as a DM, I'll look in the chat and go, oh yeah, that's cool. That's acceptable for 500 bits. Or if you think it's too large for that, you can affect it in a large way for 1,000 bits. So that's like instant short rests, recovering spell slots, etc., 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 etc. For example, in this game, if you want a certain Pokemon to appear like randomly out of nowhere, hey, yeah, wild Pokemon will appear. Do you want a shiny Pokemon? Yeah, these are options. So if you have
Shiny
Vulpix. I love the shiny Ninetales sprite. I have 2. I spent 2 weeks breeding Vulpixes to get 2 shiny Ninetales. One with the Drought ability and one with Flash Fire. So I've got them. They exist. I am both proud and ashamed of that.
As you should be.
Exactly. To make a shiny Mew appear, how much money are you going to donate? That's the question. So the chat has
name a bit amount. I don't know.
Just send me an offer and I'll write something back and we'll discourse over it, and one of those will go 3 shekels for that. You must be mad. Life of Brian quotes. Who remembers that? Anyhow, let's play, not D&D, Pokemon Tabletop Adventures. Where we left off, our heroes.
I'm a hero.
Our people. That's that's a fair
It's the
description.
best you're getting.
Yeah. Our people crossed their way through the NPC, and upon emerging out of the other side, they came across some delightful cats. I forgot what we said cats stood for.
We didn't yet.
Yeah, whatever. So, just cat Pokemon.
Oh, that's a pretty good offer. Didn't expect that, did you?
Upgrade from tier 1 to tier 3 and give away a sub. Okay. During the break, I will look into the. I have to make the sprite for it. I need to edit it, but this can be made doable. I can work with it. I mean, they won't be able to catch it. I can tell you that
Yeah.
right now. Because yeah, legendary Pokemon have a literal 0 capture rate.
Yeah, we'd have to beat it up, put it to sleep, and poison it and paralyze it, and have
Use
balls that are
Master
not
Ball.
absolute garbage, which is all we
Yeah.
have.
So,
All you have, maybe.
I mean, it can appear, but it's not going to be within their catchable range. So if they just want to see a shiny Mew, they can see a shiny Mew, and it'll sit there and it'll play with like a yo-yo or something in front of them.
I mean, we have also shown that we're really good at making friends.
Oh God.
Yeah, I haven't needed a Pokeball for this Cubone.
Some of you have also proved you're pretty good at murdering things.
You can't murder Mew!
I was gonna stay quiet, but since you brought it up, I'll totally destroy some legendary Pokemon and crush some hopes and dreams on this region too.
So yeah, Navuti, sorry, I'm bad at pronunciation. Navuti, however your name wants to be said. Yes, this is plausible, but I will have to create the sprite during the break, so it won't be happening right away. It needs to happen at least after then, because I need to create the sprite and then upload it onto Roll20, because I didn't have it ready.
The
So long
sprite's
as you
in
don't mind
chat.
waiting.
Why didn't you have a shiny youth sprite ready?
Because
Yeah.
you were never going to come across it.
Are you sure about that?
Until now.
Surprise!
We're just
I'm
gonna
waiting
walk
for
into
my-
the Elite Four with a shiny Mew skull and just be like, surrender.
I'm waiting for a point where you guys decide, no, we can't break this game enough by the rules, and you start donating your own bits to go, yeah.
There you go. They're tier 3.
Alrighty, yes, during the break I will go about correcting all of that. So thank you for that. Thank you for
Thank
doing
you.
God knows what to this fucking game.
Just so we're all clear, we're not killing the shiny Mew. We will make it.
I don't want
Friends
you
with
to.
No, it's
That's
okay.
fine.
If all else
We will
fails,
murder it.
we'll use the
I
mind
will.
control band that we took.
Did you guys leave that at the mansion?
Yes.
No.
It's in my pocket.
Oh no, yeah, it's in Slim's pocket. Yeah, and we have a Rotom to put into it to make it work.
Oh no. No! Okay, anyhow, actually playing the game before I cry. Where we left off,
Oh.
Poketaker and Clementine had made friends with some cuddly and terrifying subspecies. That's what cats is. And then you also came across a somewhat familiar face, even though you have never personally met this man. His portrait used to be adorned all over your mansion until you got rid of them all. What did you do? Did you just let Jigglypuff break them, or did you just throw them out a window? I don't remember. I don't think you set them on fire, did you?
I've been
We can
slowly
also-
using them to start the gas stove.
Fair dues.
Take a picture to impress some Pokemon.
Okay. So, and upon meeting this person, immediately the first thing you did was disguise, well, hide the Clefairy, which you're fairly certain used to belong to him.
Yeah, I just
And,
threw a blanket over its head, and it's just wandering around with a blanket on its head because it wants to hide.
And following that, as this, rather sweet, if not slightly dithering elderly man explained to you how, more troubles have just come about, after his mansion got infested with ghosts and he had to leave, his Clefairy got lost, and he was hoping one day they'd be reunited, and then in his most recent area, he was just trying to, introduce a new queen comb bee into the hive he's manufacturing to help produce more honey for the wild Pokemon. And unfortunately, it went wrong, and now he can't even get into where his hive is because it's been infested by Beedrill. Amelia
That's just
decided
so
to
nice.
say that the one and only coherent correlation between all of these is the man, and maybe he is the reason all of his endeavors and relationships fail in life. And that hit him right in his feels.
Immediately following that up, I'm going to say, by the way, do you have a phone I could borrow?
Me? I mean, I have a landline in my cottage, if that's what
No,
you...
no cell phone, though?
No, technology is scary.
Got it. I'm going to just inch back and whisper to the Poke-Taker, could you bust that up?
And the Poke-Taker is just going to silently move along to the cottage.
So you're just slipping inside.
Oh no, not even needing to go inside, just looking at the line from the outside and then just pulling it. Snap.
Okay, so you're sorry, I was reading chat for a second. My mind went blank. So you're just getting closer to the cottage. Are you trying to get near anything in particular, or just as close to it as you can?
For the cottage?
Yeah.
He's heading towards like where the landline is. So like he's looking for where the wire goes into the house.
Oh, okay, so you're trying to... Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Obviously, this is the one building all around here. Not like you could get things confused. You can see the wires coming into the... into... What do you call it? The little box where the wires go in? That thing? Circuit breaker? Is that what it's called? I don't know, I'm just saying words that sound right. So, yes, you idle up closer to that. The old man is not paying attention to you at all. However, he's going to turn to Amelia and be like, don't you young folks always have, like, cellular telephones or things like that? And
Oh, yes, I must have just forgotten.
I am vaguely suspicious of you, as this dice roll suggests. If you would like, I don't know how tired you are or anything like that, but if you're going to be so kind as to help me with my honey problem and whatnot, you can come in and I'll happily provide you with some food and some bits and pieces. I have a fairly substantial collection of berries.
Yes. I grab Ever and Clementine each, like, just gently on the shoulders. Could you please cover for me? I need to do something really fast. And I'm going to just scooch along the little blanket-covered Clefairy off to the side to some cover, like behind a tree or something. I'm going to crouch down next to it and tell it, okay, this blanket's not going to work for much longer. I could hide you in a Pokeball if you want.
The Clefairy, like, I'm assuming you, like, crouch down and, like, you put your head under the cover, and it's just a very strange little thing for them. And the Clefairy, it kind of shakes its head and does a little cross with its hands. What kind of role would it be to try and comprehend what a Pokemon's trying to explain to you? Because obviously, you can't.
Wisdom? Or I can use my Ralts to telepathically translate.
That would also be a plan. Use the rolls.
Let's do that.
So with Roltz translating it to you, the Clefairy is basically explaining it can't do that. It's still technically owned by somebody else. It already has a Pokeball.
Gotcha. We'll fix that.
Okay. And while Amelia's doing that, I'm just going to grab the old man by the arm and turn him away and just be like, "That would be lovely. Do you have lemonade? I'm quite thirsty."
Well, yes, of course I have lemonade. What else are you supposed to drink? I mean, come with me if you want to come and have a look inside my cottage. It's quaint, it's small, it's nothing fancy, not like my old house, but that's filled with ghosts. Anyone would be mad to go in there. I put big boards on it and everything.
So
that sounds like
Poke
so much work.
Sorry, Jack, what were you saying?
And Poke Taker's going to pull the cable out from the phone.
Okay, yeah. As you do that, the old man he doesn't notice you, and he will guide you inside. I don't actually have an on-screen map for the inside because it's not super important, but I can describe it to you with my words. So as you go inside, this is a fairly nice layout. It's you go right in, and there's a nice central room. There's no television. It's almost as if this person has decided he doesn't want a television, he doesn't need one. He's out in nature. But on the table in the center of the room is a single Pokeball that is open and on a red velvet cushion, almost as if it's some kind of shrine. And if you look around the rest of the house, there's a few pictures of this Clefairy. There's a picture of him beekeeping and hanging out with a little something that resembles 3 pieces of honeycomb and has little wings and a little red embedded thing in the central head of the 3 honeycomb pieces. And it's all very much set up to be extravagant, but on a low-key level. So, it's not like, ooh, it's draped in gold, but yes, that is a silk cushion. Yes, that is a very, very fancy armchair. So it's a rustic eccentricity.
It's glamping.
Yeah, exactly. And he will walk on over to the kitchen, which has got a very large and looking fridge, and he'll open it up and he'll pull out lemonades, and he'll put them all on a tray and walk out to you. He'll also walk out with a crystal bowl filled with berries, all different types of berries. And he walks over and puts them on the desk in front of this Pokeball shrine. Goes,
Yes, please help yourselves. There's lemonade and berries and oh my, what else? Well, I don't have anything else. I'd have to prepare it personally, but I can do that. I have no problem.
I would follow
anything else I can
into the cottage as well.
yeah.
Same.
For you,
I
what are you doing with the Clefairy?
I tell the Clefairy to hang out here. We'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna fix the whole Pokeball problem.
And what are you doing with the 4 cats you guys have summoned? And
Oh, Poke
Amelia,
Taker's going to wait
are you still
outside.
carrying the Cubone?
I am still carrying the Cubone, yes. And so Pokedager's staying outside to take care of the cats, apparently. I will go inside. Okay, wonderful. And I will go inside and tell the old man that I can help him cook. We can cook together. And then I'm going to use my Ralts so that it will telepathically communicate with me, so that it can then telepathically communicate to Slim and relay the message, knock him out, please.
Can do.
Okay. So, as you do all of that,
So I'm distracting him. Him and I were working in the kitchen together, so keeping him distracted.
You two head over to the kitchen. You're making food. He gets out the frying pan and all these lovely, very high-end ingredients. He doesn't appear like he really knows what he's doing with them. He just kind of like gets like the equivalent of like nice steaks and very nice-looking vegetables and all of it, and he just kind of throws it all in one pan and goes, "Oh yes, we do things very simply here."
I nearly cut a finger of his off as I start shoving him out of the way and fixing everything he's doing.
But I do one pot cooking.
So once Amelia starts shoving him, I'm gonna like walk over and pretend that I'm like real sick, like, hey, can you like, and pull him like, where's the bathroom? I need to find it like real fast. Like, come on, help me out, right now.
The bathroom. Yes, bathroom. Yes, if you go down that way, and you what you need to do is you then need to
like
on that
remember,
bookcase-
like I drag him like down the hallway, be like, I'm gonna remember. You need to point like right now, and drag him like way far away from the.
As you start pulling, he goes,
Actually, yes. You know what? It's probably better I show you. It's very fiddly. It's very.
and he'll start following you, and well, he'll guide you down. He'll kind of extend down a quite small hallway, and along this hallway there's some bookshelves, and eventually, like, you see it leads to a separate room. Like, okay, that's obviously his bedroom. And he stops in front of his bookshelf and he goes, here we go. Reaches out to a special bookcase, and it just says an urgent need. And he pulls that book, and the bookcase opens slightly to reveal a quite lush-looking bathroom.
I'm gonna stare like stunned at the complexity of his house for about 3 seconds, and remember the job to do. I'm gonna make a big old explosion right beside his head.
I can't.
Why? Shove him in the bathroom and lock him in there, but nope.
That requires physical muscles. I don't have those. What I have are mind muscles.
Okay, so
Why would it be so complicated?
Could you remind both me and our lovely audience what your explosion does?
It's pyrokinesis on the psychic class, which lets me, let's see here, I have the exact words written up before here. Control and redirect fire within a large number of spaces. I can also create small but powerful explosions that have no other stats attached to them in the book.
Yeah,
I'm not really going for damage. I'm going more for like concussion shock here. Just to be like, there's a real loud noise. He's going to go deaf and move away from it. And then I can shut the bookcase on him.
Yep. So, well, with a 2 on the dice for him, he is certainly not recovering from that anytime soon. He, in fact, goes, he like collapses onto the floor. He rolls into the bathroom and essentially like goes into a turtle type stance. He goes, "Oh no! The commies are coming!" And tucks down as if he's having some kind of, paranoid war, premonition / flashback, depending on how you want to look at it. And
I'm going to open up the door and let the Poke Taker and Clementine in. And I'm going to, look for which of the cats looks most scratchy and set it on his nice armchair.
The Meowth.
Well, I'm tempted to say the Purloin, because the Purloin is dark type.
Yeah.
So, I guess it depends on what you like. The Meow is probably more into taking things. The Skitty's just the cute one. The Glam Meow is, bitch, look at me. Don't touch me. Look at me. Now touch me.
Precisely 3 pets, no more.
I think the Purloin is the one which just goes up and... Purloin's the cat that just stands there on the kitchen side, glares at you as it pushes your glass of water off the side.
Yeah, so
I think
take
Purloin would go
that
and damage
one
things.
and set it on his armchair.
As you set it on the armchair, it kind of stands there. This is a wild creature. by the way. It has never interacted with human beings before. And it stands on this armchair. You can see its claws have gone out as it's on edge, and it kind of looks around and just starts picking its paws up slowly, purposely, with each one ripping small holes in his satin-lined fancy armchair until it circles round slowly and then very, very quickly scuffles a part of it, decides I don't like that part of it, stretches out, gets claws onto the actual armrest on it, and full-on rips down the side of the armrest before stretching, shaking, and jumping down, deciding it doesn't want to sit here anyway.
Thank you. Now I'm going to grab that Pokeball, the open Pokeball, and the pillow.
Oh, you're taking the pillow?
Yeah, that's mine now.
Yes, as you take this Pokeball, you notice because it's been open this whole time, you notice on the top of it, there's like a little princess crown with a love heart and a picture of a Clefairy. It's a picture of a Clefairy with a little princess crown on, with a little love heart background on
So
it.
is this like a picture that he printed out and taped onto this?
Yeah. Once again, don't know if you guys particularly remember it. It wasn't a super interesting feature, but in Gen 4, so Diamond and Pearl, what you could do with Pokeball is you could apply stickers to them, so when you'd throw the Pokeball out, cool little special effects would happen.
I'm gonna just
Didn't see that one.
pull that off and stick that in my purse.
Okay, so you now have this love heart Clefairy princess on your purse, and you have what you assume is the Clefairy's Pokeball. It would be logical, really.
Yep. Actually, Clementine,
Yes.
I like that Clefairy a lot. However, I do have this one right here in my arms that I'm working on. So, do you want? And I offer her the Pokeball.
Oh my god, thank you! And then she's just gonna hug Amelia.
The Clefairy's just right outside under a blanket.
We're gonna run
At this
outside
point,
to
the Clefairy has got on board, because all of you walked inside. The Clefairy walked inside with the blanket still on it, thinking no one noticed it. It's just stood in the door with this blanket on. It just kind of stood there going. And as you start talking, it throws its blanket off of itself, and it doesn't have a chest, it's a little pink ball. As it kind of puffs out its non-chest, where it has the Team Crossbones insignia on, holds its little hand out, Clefairy!
Ah!
It then walks over to where this shrine rock was, flips the table, lemonades and berries still on it, just flips it,
Oh well.
and then walks over to Clementine, holds... what's Clementine wearing? Are you wearing trousers or a skirt or
a skirt.
Yeah, holds
just below
part
the
of you-
knee.
Yeah, reaches up, holds the skirt, not I'm gonna, just holds it in I'm following you now. So it holds that as in yeah, and then raises its other little hand like a Clefairy!
That is the most beautiful and ridiculous mental image.
It's kind of my aesthetic. Yes. Ridiculous beauty.
All right, so whoever this guy was thought that we were having steak and, I guess, jam on toast. I don't know.
Ugh.
My dad's favorite.
Yeah,
Ate it all the
I'm gonna
time as
see
a
what I
kid.
can salvage out of this. Who's up for lunch?
Yeah. Where is he?
Yeah.
He's downstairs in the secret bathroom. Just
What?
behind a bookshelf? Yeah, got
What?
trapped in front of it. He's currently bunkered down in there, afraid that Charlie's coming for him or something.
Ooh. Poketaker, Slim,
Yeah.
go ask him if there are any secret rooms like that in the mansion.
He's probably not going to answer right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he will.
All right, you guys take care of that. Clementine and Clefairy, do you want to help me clean up this kitchen and make something decent to eat?
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Gonna pat Clefairy on the head.
Okay, so as you go about tidying up, obviously, like, the lemonades that he had put out for you, they're spilled everywhere. But there's a bunch of berries on the floor if you wanted to pick up them. Or you can go raid his fridge. There's God knows what else in there.
Yeah, Clementine, why don't you take stock of what he's got in his fridge and cabinets?
Okay.
Clementine, do you do a very, like, cliched, hyperactive anime girl, like, salute when you say okay? Because if you do,
Yes.
the Clefairy does as well.
Perfect.
We need this level of ridiculous.
And I'll set Smoochie, my Jigglypuff, on the counter, and Smoochie will be there with a butcher knife chopping steaks.
Yeah. You've been teaching Smoochie how to do stuff, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's just there. Just Daredeye stares at someone and then goes, wham!
Who does Smoochie not like the most at the moment?
Smoochie, because Smoochie is much less social than Amelia, is suspicious of Ever. And will, like, stare.
I have this wonderful image of, Smoochie staring across at Ever, who... Ever, what do you think you're getting on with doing at the moment while all this chaos?
I'm holding Gathita while she levitates all the berries back into the bowl.
Nice.
Yeah, so as you're doing that, the Jigglypuff just stares at, just keeps staring at you, waiting for you to make eye contact. Just deadpan stare. And the moment you even just flicker over for a minute, you see a little glint in its eyes as it slams down this meat cleaver into the counter. Oh, what have I created? What did I do?
So the Poketaker is going to bring out his Ghastly.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Coming, Slim.
Sure am. Me and Pentatomide follow along.
All right, so where's this bathroom?
So we walk down a couple of hallways like he did, go up to the bookshelf, look around, be like, it was this one, an urgent need. You pull that, this slides that direction, and the bathroom's in there. If you listen real carefully, you can probably still hear him panicking.
Yeah, you don't need to listen carefully. You can hear this person go rambling on and on. It's like shouting very loudly, going, "Who won't get me this time, Charlie? I'm prepared. Just you dare. I'm safe here in my panic room / other things. Come on!"
Right. So first, Poketaker is going to look at the book and be like, "This is so dumb." And then he's going to, I guess, pull on it to open the door.
Okay, Poketaker. As you open the door, almost immediately, something swings towards you. If you would like to make use of an interrupt action, now would be the time. Otherwise, it looks like this thing is about to hit you.
Oh man. Yeah. That's his reflex. So sucker punch.
Okay, roll the sucker punch, please.
1 second. Let's see. That is. Is that it's a melee attack, so is that Dex?
It's just a flat d20.
Okay, cool.
You add that.
Yep, made that.
Yeah. You add
Okay,
your.
so.
Well, you add the highest of your strength, dex, or con to the actual damage as well. That's how that works.
Oh, this is going to be unpleasant.
So what's the chance
really?
of missing, Bardic? What's the chance of missing on a melee attack?
It varies from attack to attack. I mean, if you're doing a
Holy
bog
crap!
Sheesh.
That would
That
would almost kill
oops.
me.
Yeah. To be specific, this is the actual move, sucker punch, isn't it? This isn't just you hitting stuff.
Yes.
Oh, but that has like an AC of like 4 at worst, right? 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it's much better. However, for like a regular attack or something, it varies depending on how good you personally are. But for most things, if you aren't trained in fighting stuff, it's like an AC of 6. So it's like a 1 in 4 chance you'll miss, but that's it.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Okay. See,
You
the
rolled
reason...
a 1 and you still dealt 13 or 32 damage.
The reason I was being very non-specific about what's coming to attack you is because I wanted to see if you hit it first, so I could describe this as best I could.
Okay.
As the door opens, you hear this scream, like this aggressive battle cry of this elderly man, whom you haven't seen because without even thinking, you have just stuck your fist out and you have impaled him. Like he is suspended midair, stomach on your fist. Like you haven't like gone through him. It's nothing graphic. It's like ugh. And clutched in his hand is a plunger.
Of course.
And on his head, a bedpan.
Oh.
He is unconscious.
Oh.
He is unconscious. What he shouted is, well, what you heard before this impalement is like, "Not today, Chuck!" Mummy.
Kidney shot.
I'm assuming you let him slip off of your fist.
Yeah.
You now have a very unconscious old man.
Well, now he's not going to talk either.
Is that an item?
God damn it, old man.
Is it a consumable?
Unconscious old man.
We're not cannibals.
Just give it to a Pokemon, get stat bonuses.
It's a holdable item for an Onyx.
Old man.
Specifically unconscious old man. Okay, no. I cannot start homebrewing crap for this. Because you know what my mind immediately went to?
I want to see if it went to the same place I just did.
One-time use of the move substitute.
Oh, no, but I like yours way better. Although I'm going to make it way worse.
Mm-hmm.
So the Poketaker is going to unsummon his Ghastly and summon his Yamask.
What are you doing?
And he's going to put the mask on the old man's face.
Okay. I love this roleplay-wise. But can I also point out how fucking creepy that is? You know the lore behind the Yamasks, right? Those are the faces of dead people.
I'm well aware.
Okay. On the unconscious man, you put the Yamask... what's the Yamask's name again?
Crave.
Crave. With that, the unconscious body floats up a little bit. The arms droop, and then they kind of twist around and almost writhe and crack out of place. As it almost looks as if the old man's trying to resist, but obviously is just totally unconscious and can't do anything. And eventually, after some seizuring and writhing, it hunches over, like almost 100, like totally flattened, like in half, before slowly curling back up straight with the Yamask over this guy's face and floating about 1.5 feet off the floor.
Happy Halloween season!
May all your nightmares come true, because we're making them for you.
Oh boy.
Oh. Well, one, the Poke-Taker is actually going to be like, oh.
Yeah, it's not all happy, needlessly long descriptions of cats ruining chairs now, is it?
Oh, all right. Can you talk, old man? Yamask can make him talk.
When you ask if it can talk, there's a really eerie pause, almost as if, the thing is trying to communicate but can't quite, and then in a low, uncomfortable tone, still very distinctly this old man's voice, as if he is not the one controlling the sounds.
Crave can speak through this vessel.
Excellent. Come on, let's go talk to Amelia.
As you begin to walk away, when Crave meets this, it's not a corpse. This man is still alive, which makes it even worse. But as Crave turns, you see that the man's limbs are limp still. So when the body turns, the arms flap out before returning to the side, and the legs kind of drift behind as if someone was dragging this unconscious body by its face.
Oh.
This is a children's show.
Suddenly, I'm not the evil one.
Wow.
I should have blown him up. It would have been merciful.
Oh, man. I thought I was going to be the worst, asking if we could, search for firearms in this house. But,
I don't think I trust you guys with a gun. Look at what you do with your non-lethal option.
I wouldn't trust anyone here with a gun either.
See, that's the thing, is I was expecting him to burst out with a rifle.
No. I knew using the Yamask was going to be interesting, but wow, all right.
See, this is where I don't know what it is. Apparently, I can decide and make up really good things on because I've never thought of this. You haven't told me you were going to do this at any point. It's like, okay, let's make it a flippin' horror show. Go for it. So, yeah. Moral of the story, if I'm your DM, throw the most ludicrous stuff at me and something interesting will happen.
Dodeca horror show. I like the season.
What's that Bart says? Pressure brings out the best in you? Something like that?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So you're returning to everyone else with this floating unconscious body. This man is still very much alive and he's unconscious, so he is dreaming. Although probably nightmares, considering the spirit of a deceased person is currently inhabiting their mind and body.
Oh, it sure is. Yeah. So.
Is this where you get all of the evilness out of your system? Because you're such a good, nice human being everywhere else.
It's true.
So I'm going to see that, so I have an argument that I would see this before Clementine, because wisdom is what you use for perception, and Clementine has a notoriously bad perception.
I mean, unless you want to roll for it, I am 100% acceptable going with that.
Does it sound good to
Depending on-
Clementine?
It's great.
Okay.
If you guys don't want to roll, then it'll instinct. Yes.
So I'm going to say a single word to Smoochie for a pre-set plan that I have talked to Smoochie about in the past, and to say, "Get Clementine," and then Smoochie is going to leap up, placing one hand on either side of, like, on each of Smoochie's temples, and just cover Clementine's face, so that you lose all vision of the world except Smoochie.
Clementine, you have Smoochie in your face going, "Get away!"
Stein is just gonna like reach up and pet Smoochie and be like, "Okay, it's okay. You don't have to be afraid."
You
I
do
don't
not
know
know how
what you're-
much I'm resisting the urge to like actually put my face in the camera to simulate, but no, I'm not. That'd be too much. But yes, so you're petting, you're going,
Yeah.
okay.
Because what Clementine thinks is that something has scared Smoochie. And while Amelia is great and all, she's not so great at the comfort thing.
Yeah, in fact, I will ask Clementine to please take care of Smoochie, maybe get Smoochie some fresh air or something.
Okay, let's go outside, Smoochie.
Before I allow this interaction to occur with what I'm assuming you're all going to freak out at, Eva, how are you reacting to this floating nightmare?
Is ever remaining calm or just flipping out?
I think for a bit she's just gonna be stunned, and then she's just gonna, "Oh my god, what have you done? I love it."
Ah!
Okay, so Clementine, you are currently outside with Smoochie. Everyone else, you have a living eldritch horror. What are you doing?
We need more of those.
So,
Um,
okay.
But wow.
so Crave, can you get in his head, or are you just dragging him along for show?
The head, it's not going to do like an Exorcist twist, because that would kill the guy. That's a bit
Yeah.
much. But it tilts. Let's see if I can get it. Nah, not enough in there. I did it before stream, so there's not enough built up to get a good crack. But it cracks as it slowly. The head turns first, and then the body follows. It turns to you, Jim. There we go. And it says, "Crave knows all."
Cool, I have telepathy. I'm getting in Crave's head, since Crave knows all. It'll save you some time asking some questions.
Oh boy.
Be like,
That'd be nice.
Are you 100%? You want to get inside Crave's mind?
oh, I do.
Oh boy.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Da, 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 da.
Okay. Can you make me a wisdom check, please, for doing this?
Let's see here. Wisdom. That's a 4.
Ooh.
As you try to enter Crave's mind, you get an image of this poor old man. You see him curled up, naked, shivering, and then it the head of this man, like he's curled up, and then the neck twists 180 degrees, and it has Yamask on it. The mouth opens and shrieks at you. You have been ejected from the mind. You take. Where's another dice I need? Ah! Can never find the dice I want when I need them. Take 9 damage from that, because that is a terrifying mental scar.
Taken.
Oh boy.
Hey, Crave. Are there any secret passages and things in the mansion?
Once again, it repeats the same action. You know, the head moves and then the body follows. The limb palm flaps to the side as it does so. And the head then leans up as if it's trying to recall memories from inside of this mind. In the bedroom.
Nice.
Okay, which bedroom? The big one?
Beyond the safe.
Okay.
Think
Anything
a
else?
energy drink or two could get you through that, Slim?
Yeah.
Below the basement.
Ooh, we have a basement in our basement.
Nice. Oh, Bardic, don't wreck your throat. Seriously.
No, it's
We
worth
can
it.
just imagine the voice.
No.
Okay.
No, I'll have another drink of water. I'll be fine. See, this is what happens when I don't get time to prep. I'm having to make this stuff up.
All right. Where do we get into it from there? Oh wait, you're gonna remember all this, right?
Do you mean Crave or the old man?
Crave.
Crave will repeat.
Crave retains all.
Okay, great. Make him forget all that stuff and then, like, come here.
Crave cannot wipe the mind.
Can you add things to it?
Sorry, I was coughing. Can you repeat that?
Can you make him remember things that didn't happen?
Crave can break this vessel.
Just make it forget that, just make it think that it gave up all its Pokemon. And signed everything over to us.
I think we'll be fine. Just do everything you can to confuse him. And we'll be able to talk our way out of whatever's left.
Alright, Crave, you heard her. Confuse it.
Crave floats the body over to a painting on the wall and flops the hand up and then swings it across to knock the painting off to reveal a safe. Then slowly phases the hand through the safe, like through the locking mechanism, and jiggles the hand up and down before pulling it back, and the safe seems to open. On a closer look, the hand looks pretty messed up after doing that. Almost as if it stopped it phasing to just break the lock on the inside.
You need a trained professional to do that.
But the safe opens, And inside the safe, there is a deed, an official deed to the mansion.
Yes.
We're
There
legit
is-
now.
There is an official ownership to this cottage. And there is a bunch of ownership papers for the forest and bee. And, yeah, let's call hive nearby as well. So, you own that, you own the honey production. Also, in here, you will find 4 unused great balls.
Nice.
I'm gonna grab 2 of those if you don't mind.
Okay.
And what else is there? I don't
Poor
have
old
a
man.
random generator for that. It'll take too long. So what?
I will hand 1 great ball to Slim if he needs it, and 1 great ball to Ever if she thinks
I
she.
do.
You will also find a dawn stone
Dawnstone. I'll hang on to that, but if we
and
actually no,
Yeah, who's writing all this down?
well, I'm distributing it, so the stones and such were Poke-Taker and Slim's job to take care of. So the Dawnstone is
Yeah.
for you guys.
Cool. I'll hold
I've
on.
got the sun and the shiny stone.
oh god, what are the chances? And you also find another metal coat.
What?
I'm rolling random here.
Nice.
So yes, that's what you find in there, along with how much cold hard cash we getting.
Right, I've been holding on to that too.
No, I've been holding on to the money.
Oh, okay. I had 5,500 written down, or did we split it or something? I don't remember.
We might have split one thing at some point.
Yeah, I've been taking most of it, but I gave you guys each some chunk to use as you need.
You find in cold hard cash 3,100 polka dollars.
Very nice. We are
So
up
we've taken
to
everything he owns.
25 grand in the communal
All
pot.
right.
That is approximately 1,000 or 10,000 energy drinks that I can make.
I can run through so many walls.
Console command, no clip.
Exactly.
All right.
IDDQD.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the food's ready, so why don't we stuff him back in the bathroom and I'll go get Clementine.
Okay.
As you suggest to stuff him back in the bathroom, Crave shakes its head and goes, Crave knows how to confuse. Flies, not flies, floats this body over to the safe and flops the body in, throws an arm in, curls a leg in, just hunches this body into the safe.
Oh, that's a big safe. Okay, good.
Reaches forward and closes it, and then just the Yamask flies out.
That'll be one for the Rangers to solve.
We took down the phone lines, though.
Oh, has anyone seen my cask of Amontillado?
Yeah, it's in the basement. Come on, follow me. We'll go drink it.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Poke-Taker's gonna pat Yamask. You did really good, Crave.
It kind of looks at you and gives a little nod and goes, Yamask!
And then right back into a Pokeball.
Clementine,
Yes.
food's ready.
Oh, okay. Smoochie is still kind of terrified, I think.
Come on, Smoochie, it's all right.
I'm guessing with that, Smoochie just jumps off as if it's 100% fine and just walks in and kind of doing jingly, jingly, jingly.
Yep.
Oh, okay, food.
Okay, yeah. Clementine, you've made yourself like a very, very lovely. Well, you've made everybody a lovely set of meals, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's small pieces of steak and little like berry muffins.
Yeah. So you've all got a lovely, lovely meal. You can all sit down. If someone puts the table back from where it got flipped, yeah, you can all sit down. You can have a lovely, very nourishing meal. Whilst you're in the kitchen, I'm assuming you looked through like the cupboards and the fridge. So help yourself to 4 lemonades and 2 pink apple juice. And I will tell you the numbers of that in a moment. So, okay, so
Is that in our consumable items list?
It's up in apricons and berries, and
Right.
it explains how it works. So
I'll find it then.
I'll find it then. Yeah, and then
I gotcha.
berry-wise, you also find yourself 5 oran berries, 2 chesto berries, and 3 leper berries.
Thank you.
Alrighty. You just.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to point out this is not what I had planned for tonight's session at all. My plan was, okay, they'll make fun of this guy, but then, they might go and solve his honey problem, fight
Our
some
honey
bee
problem?
drill.
Our honey problem.
Yeah, now we gotta go solve our honey problem.
I was assuming you were going to steal it, but,
Why wouldn't you assume that? Have you met us?
Well, that's
Yeah.
it. I had assumed you were just going to go, okay, we'll go and do this thing, but we'll do it for us. We will claim it as ours. We will steal it. Not,
And we
hey,
did.
let's attack this guy, stuff him in a safe, rob everything he owed. Like, this isn't what I had planned.
We own. Thank you.
Well, he owned it.
Past tense.
Is there really proof of that?
Well, not anymore.
We're gonna have to get the Rangers to come take care of this guy squatting.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
So, with all of that, a nice meal. I mean, obviously, if you guys wanted to, you could essentially just hang out here for as long as you wanted to. I think your team's basically fully rested. I don't think you've gotten into any fights or anything except for Slim seeing inside Yamask. That's the only thing that's taken any damage, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
But it was worth
would
it.
this heal Slim? Or not yet?
Not yet, because that would require like a night's rest for that.
Okay. However, this does count as soul food, so all Pokemon that share that meal with their trainers increase in loyalty a little bit.
Oh yeah. Are you also sharing this with the cats and the Cubone?
That's up to the people who.
Clementine is.
Oh, I am. Yeah, I'm sharing with the Cubone.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
definitely the cats.
Clementine is like sitting on the floor sharing her meal with cats.
Same with the Poke Taker.
Nice.
I mean, the cats have taken to just claiming the house as theirs now. They've spread themselves out everywhere. One of them's gone and knocked a bunch of stuff off the bookshelf and gone, mine. Another's gone, my chair. One's like just sat on the middle of the table. Like, they have claimed this space.
So we
Nice.
have our ghost HQ and our cat HQ.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yes, you share that and gain some loyalty. That shall be taken into account. After all of that is done,
Ooh.
what do you guys... I mean, actually, you know what? We're basically at the point where we should be taking a quick break. So we'll take a quick break, and then we can come back and decide what we're doing after you've stuffed this poor old man into his own safe.
Rich old man, thank you.
I meant poor as in, like, non-monetary. Like,
Well, I mean,
Unfortunate old man.
yeah. Well, he's not rich anymore, so
Yeah.
he's poor now.
Water now.
This is for what you did in Zelda.
nice.
Okay, so, Shogun, if you could quickly take us for a break, and
Yeah,
we'll be back in
give
about,
me a
like, 5
minute.
minutes, give or take.
Hang on. All right. And we're live.
Alrighty. Well, welcome back to the party, everybody. Hope you're doing well. You're excited. I know I am, because we just stuffed a guy into a safe, and he was being perfectly pleasant and reasonable. So that's the kind of game we're playing here. Once again, reminder, you lovely, lovely people watching, if you like Welcome to the Party, consider joining the Discord. It's down below in the description. And yes, Navuti, however you want to pronounce your name, the Mew Sprite has been made, and because of your oh-so-kind donation, the Shiny Mew will be appearing soon. It's
Okay.
happening.
Real fast, I'm going to make 2 energy drinks
Yeah.
and give them to Slim to hang on to. These energy drinks give 15 temporary hit points each. Just hang on to those in case you need them.
Noting.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys? Because you've essentially got all the time in the world, right?
Well, okay. Everyone's here. What exactly is the plan? I mean, I know what I want to do. I'm looking forward to going shopping at Roguesport. But we do have this whole beehive thing going on. Do we want to do that now or later?
If the beehive made this guy rich enough to walk away from a mansion, maybe we should go check out this beehive.
True.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Bring some honey back for Jolene.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Oh, getting some honey for your honey.
Hey.
Hey.
What do you think, Ever?
I'm okay with going to take care of the honey.
All right. So obviously, the Pokemon there are essentially our investment. So we don't want to hurt them too much. However, apparently they've been distressed by whatever is going on. So we need to be careful because I would imagine they can be overwhelming. There's probably quite a few of them, so let's be gentle with them, but also on guard.
I swear to God, if none of you make a bee pun, I'm gonna flip.
I'm not making it.
Not me. I'm sure somebody will though.
Okay. So,
All right.
you guys can, do whatever else you needed to get on with in the house. Energy drink, choosing which Pokemon you want to have out with you.
That's a good thought.
What do you
Tank.
Tank?
Back burrowed under the ground.
Hey, what are the stats on the Clefairy?
That is a valid point. You actually need those now, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so Clefairy. Let me find you its stats so you can put that on in there. Come on. Oh, okay. The Clefairy is level 10.
Okay.
Its base stats are in order 7, 5, 5, 6, 7, 4.
755. What?
6, 7, 4.
Thank you.
And then, same rules as always. You roll for nature. You can also roll for, its sex and, the attacks it knows are Encore, Sing, and Double Slap. And does it know anything? Okay, yes. And it will also know Charm from when it was a little clever.
Okay.
Then the other things, It's a D3 to decide its ability. And its capabilities 3. Nice. That's actually, in my opinion, the best one. It has the ability Magic Guard.
Ooh.
Its capabilities: overland speed is 6, water surface is 3, jump 4, power 2, intelligence 3.
Nice.
Don't think you need anything else right this second, do you?
No.
No? Alrighty.
Okay, I'm gonna switch out for Velvet.
And I'm going to switch out to Majesty, my Finnegan.
I'm also going to switch out for Yankee, my Litwick.
Okay, let me just get all of these. So... gather the non-technically owned. Them all over there, out of the way. I need to give Clementine control over the Clefairy sprite. So, control by... Michi. There we go. There you go, Michi. You can now move the Clefairy.
Yay!
I'll deal with snagging Finnegan.
Ah, yes, that's the... Got. Oh no, I already did. Nope, didn't forget it. Good, good.
Thank
good,
you.
Good. Good. Okay, so you've got all your team ready. I'm assuming you're just leaving the Cubone and the cats in the house. You know, they can claim it as their own. The Cubone's it's confused, but it can deal with it. It's making friends with the cats.
Okay. I give it
kind of will walk over and. Oh yeah, it's gonna sit there. It's gonna happily eat, and it'll walk over and it'll try and pet one of the cats. And the cat's a little bit hesitant, but it lets the Cubone pet it, and the Cubone does a little happy dance and waves its bone around. And the cat sees the bone as like a play toy and starts batting at it. And they start having lovely, happy, innocent fun.
Oh.
Good.
Whilst the unconscious body of a man is still stuffed in the same room.
Wow, way to harsh the buzz.
All right.
Okay, so as you guys head out, obviously you recall that the man beforehand had said, "Oh yes, over in my private forest up there, the hive is over in that direction."
So over, it would be that away? Or...
Here, where I'm pinging.
Yeah, over to the right.
Yes. As you look over there, collectively, you're fairly certain you can make out this strange, sparkling, almost powdery blue tail dangling from a tree branch.
What's that? Scan it.
Yeah, scanning.
Yeah.
Everybody scan now.
As you all whip out your Pokedexes and start scanning, immediately there is a rustling in the tree, and where this little tail was, the branch kind of rustles, and a berry drops down from where it was, and the tail no longer appears to be there. Could you all please quickly make me a wisdom check?
Oh, yes.
This is gonna go so well.
Sure.
Such a wise team.
You people.
Okay, so with a 3 for Jim, a -3 for the Poker Taker.
That's in that one.
Yep. a 12 for Kismet, a 9 for Clementine, and a 22 for Amelia. Most of you, as in everybody except Amelia, is going, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Amelia, you notice that peering over the poker taker's shoulder, trying to look at the Pokedex, is this really quite cute floating creature. Its long tail still wafting in the wind. It's just peering over Poker Taker's shoulder, its little hands tucked under its chin, as it's looking at the Pokedex and kind of goes,
Okay, so in kind of a way to not really seem like words, like more like a song, just kind of so that it can't tell that I'm talking about it, I'm just gonna go, nobody move. And then I am going, what kind of berry was that fell by the tree?
well, you'd have to run over and have a look at it. You assume it's just what the Mew was eating. Because the Mew is now essentially sat on the Poketaker's shoulder with him not noticing.
Can I smell from the Mew what it's been eating?
If you can suggest a roll for that.
I was thinking wisdom. It's a different type of perception, but also I innately have the knowledge, I know the dietary needs of all Pokemon.
But you don't know what this Pokemon
No, I
is.
don't know what it likes. And I haven't scanned it. I don't know what it likes, but I do know, like, basically if it's vegetarian or not.
Yeah. Okay. I know disadvantage doesn't exist in this system, but screw it. The rules are there to be broken. Roll me wisdom with disadvantage.
All right. There's 1 and 2. 15.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, what you can determine, because now I need to look up what berry is an apple, so I know what. just so I know what that flavor would be. Okay, so what would be an apple? Okay, not cherry, chesto, pecha, asper, leper. No, oran, persimmon, lum, citrus. Figi, wiki, mango, agua, iapa, raz, block, nana, pineapple.
Is it Apra?
I don't know.
Apra?
Is Apra? Where's that?
I think so. That's the one. Let me look at it.
They've got all.
There's so many of them, but I think it would be Apra.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Sounds
find
right.
where that is now. I think that's just one of the flavored ones. Doesn't like do anything, does it?
True. Which totally works.
So...
Because I have a pink Apra juice.
Oh, that's apricorn. That's not a berry.
Oh, that's what that is. Got it.
Yeah. Okay, just because it fits my aesthetic in my mind, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna say it's sweet. It likes sweet things.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Because I don't know what is sweet and what is not. But my character totally would.
Yeah, I do believe pink apra juice is sweet.
Pecha is sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, you know what? Was eating a pecha berry.
All right.
So this little cute pinky thing hits the ground, and
I will.
this Mew sat there. It's still trying to figure out what you're all looking at on your little devices.
I will pull out my phone and like tell it to do whatever like flashy screensaver it has. So just kind of like a drifty like stargaze sort of thing, and then hold my Pecha berry next to it. Can I roll charisma?
Yes, please.
Do I get any pluses for the food?
I'll take that into account.
Okay, that's fine. What have we got? 13.
13. because of these advantages you're getting currently, the Mew kind of lifts its head up, sniffs, and very excitedly goes meow, and flies over. Poketaker, you are now aware that this creature was literally sat on your shoulder. As it flaps, like, doesn't flap, it just floats over seamlessly, like almost as if it can just dance through the sky. Over to Amelia, takes the Patchy Bear and just sits there eating it, staring at this stuff on the screen, and kind of gently rocking from side to side, going mew, 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 mew.
So I'm going to gently reach forward, not touching it, but just kind of getting it used to my presence and my scent. And just slowly just getting closer, but not crowding in on it at all, because I'm quite scared of scaring this thing away.
Okay.
I'm still
Since you are like
scanning it.
actively trying to touch it, you're being
No, I'm not.
respectful.
Yeah, I'm not touching it.
Scanning it.
You don't need to roll for that. I'll allow that.
Yeah, I'm just getting close to it, getting friendly, but not touching it, not getting too close to it.
It looks up from its berry.
I
Sees
will.
you. It looks at you, but it doesn't move away. It holds eye contact, pauses, and then takes another bite.
I will hold up my hand where there's a bit of the juice from the berry on my fingers and just like hold it there. I won't push forward, but just my hand's there. And I mean, you guys can
Just scanning it so
yeah,
far.
because I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna take as long as it takes.
Yeah, Poketaker's got no idea what it is.
Actually, I'm going to use, again, my Ralts to try and get vague communication over to the rest of the party, because I can't scan it right now. And basically, I'm just going to ask, show me your Pokedex, so that I can read it while I'm doing this, because I can't see what this thing is, and I didn't know about it.
Okay. 1 moment whilst I get a thing ready.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Okay, so as you're holding out the finger with some stuff on for it to, yeah, just take in.
Mm.
No. Yeah. What it does is it kind of looks at your finger, and then it doesn't even seem to use any thought or any effort, but any liquid on your finger seems to coalesce into one singular droplet that lifts off of your finger and comes towards the Mew as it, just floating, turns itself upside down and opens its mouth wide, going meow, and swallows the little juice globule before it finishes turning all the way around and then does a little happy dance. All of you who have scanned this creature, the first thing you notice when the image comes up on the scan is the image that comes up on the scan isn't the same color as what you're seeing. On the scan you see like a baby pink colored Mew, and the Pokedex states Mew, the genetic Pokemon. Mew is said to possess the genetic composition of all Pokemon. It is capable of making itself invisible at will, so it entirely avoids notice, even if it approaches people.
Hey, little guy.
Amelia.
Yeah.
Just like hold it out.
Do you want to come visit me later? we're gonna go do some stuff. You wanna come by? I'll have more berries for you.
Roll me another charisma check.
Yes. 17.
The muse seems to be agreeable to this. It kind of looks over to the house, the little cottage, and then it blinks out of existence from in front of you.
All right.
Told you we were gonna make
Amelia,
friends
what the
with it.
hell?
I think we've gotten the start of a rapport with that Pokemon, but I suspect that's going to be a bit more of a long-term project.
I'm gonna try and read its mind in case it's just invisible.
What is the range on mind reading?
Let's see here. Which tab is that? I'm not sure telepathy has a distance on it. Telekinesis is 36 spaces. So it's long, probably.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
I'm just trying to see, like, can I tell if it's like it's just sitting here being invisible, or is it gone?
Well, one very easy way of finding out. Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything I needed to know. If any of you are still stood nearby the cottage itself, you could maybe look in the window and see that the Mew has joined the other cats and the Cubone inside, and is just floating around inside, playing with the other Pokemon.
Nice.
Guys,
It's a floating kitty.
what if the floating kitty works for the Rangers and it's scouting us out?
Hmm.
Then we'll make it see that the Rangers are bad.
Yeah. But
It's worked
that's
so
like
far.
a legendary? Whoa.
Yeah, it more than anything, it looked quite skittish to me, and I didn't want to spook it.
Do we want to call the boss and get maybe some backup for this?
No,
They
the
could
boss
maybe
is
send a
pretty
Master
useless. Does he have a Master Ball? He never has pants. So I'm not confident in his ability to get equipment.
How about this? And I'm going to Google just pictures of legendaries.
Okay. As you Google that, this is a pretty simplistic thing to find. You don't find any actual photographs. You find artist renditions. You find maybe cave drawings. But you definitely do find, okay, once again, don't know how many of you remember Pokemon, the movie 2000, where it has like the ancient cave drawing of Mew. You find images of that.
I'm actually looking for stuff that's not Mew. I want something that
not
looks impressive, but not Mew.
Okay. So continuing down this ilk, you can find all kinds of fine stuff. You know, there's one of these 3 very impressive looking birds. You know, there's like a fire chicken and what appears to be like an ice pheasant and a thunder eagle, and then over the top of them, this rather large, intimidating thing with its wing hands stretched out as if to say, "Come at me, bro." There's another one where there appears to be a trio of dogs or cats, like very large, intimidating looking things. One seems to be making a volcano erupt, while another making a thundercloud appear, and the third seems to be making mist go, like it seems to move with a trail of mist forming an aurora behind it, and above that appears to be a giant rainbow.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab one of those rough sketches that you were talking about of like those, text it to the boss, and say, we didn't see not one of these, but something like one of these might be important. Do you have any resources that might help us with that?
So you text this to the boss. After about maybe 10 seconds, your phone goes off. Yeah.
All right, give me a second. I'll step away from the group and turn it on. Hello.
Look here. Is this real?
Well, like I said, it's not one of those, but it was something that has that same sort of air of awe and power. We only saw it briefly.
Look. I don't know if you're capable enough of such a thing yet. These are very, very impossible creatures to tame. There's been basically nobody known to tame them, except this one kid. Palais Town? I don't remember his name. Like Maroon or something. Rouge.
Moron, yeah.
Whatever. There's only ever been one person known to capture a legendary Pokemon as such. If you have come across this, I advise you either run away or make it your friend.
All
And
right.
if this is all an elaborate joke, that's really shitty of you.
No.
I put pants on.
I was just asking if you have any resources of any kind that might be helpful. Or even just a contact who might be able to get us some more resources.
See, I personally, believe it or not, Team Crossbones is not a financial superpower. It's almost as if we're a ramshackle organization run by one crazy person in a dark, dingy back room. However, I do know that under the League's guidance, using taxpayer money from a Dodeca region, there is supposedly a very powerful item that's currently under lock and key, under the Rangers' control.
Mm-hmm.
If you could find a way to get up onto their air fortress, well, I suppose you have to go there to do the gym battle, I guess. But it's all very, they don't let you really explore around, so not sure how that would work. But
That's
you
our
could-
problem.
Well, yes, exactly, not mine. But just so we are agreed, when you capture this, it comes to me, right?
Well, yeah, if what I saw wasn't just a very large bird.
Oh, yes. I've heard stories of people mixing up Fearos for legendary birds and Arcanines for legendary dogs. It's all very messy.
Yeah, well, and them being one of a kind, they don't really have recorded looks that we know to look for. All you know is it's something you haven't seen before.
One of a kind is something of a misnomer. Whilst immeasurably rare, many of these creatures have been known to appear multiple times. I think the way they work is usually they are so powerful and an intrinsic part of the environment and the world they helped shape and create, that if for whatever reason they were to no longer become a part of it, I think the world in of itself creates a new one to replace it. Either that or, Arceus just goes.
Mm-hmm.
mean, you know about our Lord and Savior Arceus.
Yeah.
Gotta get them good memes in. Well, I mean, it's all theoretical. No one's ever actually met the poker god. But, yeah. There's a whole thing I could sit here and spiel on for quite literally hours about theoretical poke evolution and
No, it
how we
looks
were
like
all
I'm getting
born
some
from a single
static.
egg. Sorry, what? You don't want to listen to me talk about how the Lord... I'm assuming you hang up before he can rant on.
Alright. Yeah, Slim, I think you were of the right mind.
Got those mind muscles.
Yeah.
You gotta trust them when I flex them.
Yeah, I really just don't trust him that much. What does he do for us again? I think he gave us a
Hunting?
boat ride. Well, not even. Like, he gave us a boat ride here, and that's about it.
Your dope-ass Team Crossbones t-shirts. No, wait, he made you pay for them.
At least Plasma was well funded.
I mean,
Did we all get conned by like some guy at the silk screening shop who made a cool logo and wanted to get it out there?
That's pretty much it.
I mean, we are well funded, but that's us, not him.
Yeah.
Aren't we the only operatives aside from, like, Boat Guy?
Possibly.
We should cut Boat Guy in on this and have him turn traitor too.
I didn't even know there was a bot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
joined us late.
Amelia. Like, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Welcome to being the boss, Amelia.
All right. Let's not publicize this because, I mean, if anything goes bad, he would be a great person to hand all the blame to.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay. So with all of that decided, obviously you can see the Mew is just playing around with the other Pokemon. You do notice if one of you is to stand there and staring through the window long, you notice it seems to be quite fond of, like, not playing tricks like being mean, but it happily turns itself invisible or teleports and then reappears behind one of the other Pokemon, and it's very fond of playing with things, you know, like it'll get like a bowl or a cushion and just kind of play with it, and it's very childlike and inquisitive about its environment. But it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Don't know if that's just because it's still entertained or because it thinks this is an interesting place, but it does seem to be there.
All right. So, as far as the bee things, I'm imagining that fire and smoke is probably the most effective thing. So I think Slim should go in front. And Poke-Taker, if you don't mind, I think perhaps you might be more focused on defense, like taking care of those who don't necessarily have the capacity to stand up to a swarm of bees.
Or do you want me on ambush duty?
Yeah, interception if something goes bad.
Okay, and he's just gonna do like and like fall into the ground as a hole opens up underneath him.
Okay, what I'm really hoping is, as this hole appears, you can just see the little fin from the onyx, and Poketaker just like grabs a hold of it and just goes down. You essentially stand on top of the onyx's head and command it around underground, right? That's how it works.
Yep.
Like Captain Jack Sparrow at the beginning of that movie. Just
Ah,
I have the
wonderful.
best thing planned for this.
All right.
Uh,
Slim, lead the way.
All right.
Okay, so let me reveal this opening pathway. People over.
All right.
Okay, so as you head towards this, you see, okay, that's a lot of trees. You see there's several pathways, two going south, two going north. What the man did tell you is that the hive is quite deep in, and being on the outside, you can see that going south probably isn't going to lead you that deep. That's probably just, oh, hey, do you want to walk around the forest and experience all the bugs and things?
Can your mind guide us?
So I can either try to telepathy for a whole bunch of Pokemon, or I can levitate Litwick straight up and just have it look across the tree tops and find where there's a big hive of bees.
Okay.
Litwick can fly. I don't even need to help.
Which one would you prefer?
I'm lazy, so let's have a Litwick float up and look for beehives.
How high up can you make the Litwick actually float? Is it essentially like...
It has Sky 6, so it can go up 30 feet per turn.
Yeah, like 6 meters. It'll take like it'll take 2 rounds. Well, that's like 20 seconds. That's not, when you guys aren't in combat, it's no big deal. What the Litwick can see is from way up in the north, there is this area here, which there is a very active amount of bee drills kind of roaming around and making a lot of noise and a lot of fuss. And Litwick could probably also see where the little hive is as well. So just to ping up on the map, because I've just realized no one can see what I'm seeing.
All right.
All right, it's way up north, and there's 6 big angry bees.
All right. So we need to calm them down and get them to accept the queen that's there. Is that the plan?
It could be a plan.
Do you think you can smoke them without burning down the woods?
I have photokinesis. I can just tell them, poof, it's nighttime, go to sleep. They're bees. They're not real smart. They get real quiet when it gets dark.
Oh, okay. Well, that helps.
Right, now I need to look at bee drills.
Right, onward through the forest then.
Yeah. I guess I will follow Slim wherever he leads us through. We know it's north, but I don't. Other than that, I don't know.
Okay. Beedrill aren't stupid. They have intelligence 4. Okay. So if you're heading north, you're taking the first or second path that seems to lead north.
Let's go second.
Okay. I'll reveal that.
All right. Moving along.
How quietly
is everybody moving through this? Poke Taker, you're obviously underground and making zero noise.
I'm walking as quietly as possible, and Litwick can levitate and become invisible.
Okay.
I'm as quiet as I can, but that's probably not that easy.
Well, in that case, could you roll me a dex check?
Yeah,
But
I'll be moving as quiet as I
I have
can.
a -5 in that.
Oh, that's bad.
That's a -2 is my total.
Okay. As you start your moving,
That wasn't even a 1. I rolled a 3.
Hmm.
I didn't do well either.
I have a question.
has your token disappeared?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, where'd the token go?
Is it behind like the blocked off spot?
No, because it's not even on my screen. It just somehow disappeared.
Oh.
I'm really sneaky.
Yeah, I can't see it anywhere. Oh, well,
It's okay. I'm just making a new one.
generated another one. Thank you.
And which Pokemon was it, so I know which one to get?
Very.
Quipberry. Pokemon Sprite. There you want it.
Yeah, so I'm just failing at the whole just walking through nature in high heels
Oh yeah.
thing.
Almost immediately, Amelia, you seem to step on something that seems to make quite a lot of noise. You step on like the driest, crunchiest, crispest leaf, and upon doing that, you startle a small bird, which seems to go flap off into the distance, which seems to drop some cocoon Pokemon onto the floor, which seem to start shouting in panic, going, Metapod, 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 Metapod! And you then hear from the north this cacophony of buzzing as it begins to sound as if it is moving towards you.
Does this darkness thing work on most bugs?
Now's a good time to find out.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, so I should reveal what you can see now. There are your options: north or south.
Let's keep going north, because north's where we want to.
Yeah.
And okay, obviously that only gives you one direction to go. Then continues to only be one direction.
I got duped.
Forests are confusing. So as you continue to do this, you can hear this very, very loud buzzing not too far away from you guys now.
Perhaps we should hide?
Hiding is easier in the dark, so I will make it very dim light within
I'm gonna pull out my
36 spaces around me.
I'm gonna pull out my cell phone and text the Poke Taker.
Mm.
Is there any space down there?
Yeah, hold on. And have the ground open up and let everyone down into the tunnel.
Yeah, let's maybe hide, let them calm down. Does that work,
Cowards.
Bardic?
Can't hear you, Bardic.
And that's it. Hang on. So you have all dipped underground.
Okay. Alright.
I will do some stuff in a second.
But if
There you go, Michi. You should be able to move the Clefairy now.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just noticed.
Slim keeps up his darkness thing, like that's 36 spaces that's not obstructed by anything. So that'll make the outside
No.
still dark. Hopefully.
Well, soon. You guys are all not there, right? You guys
Yeah,
are
we're all
underground.
underground.
How cramped is it?
I mean, Onyx
Oh,
would make a
Onyx sized.
pretty big tunnel.
Yeah, Onyx is big, so Onyx can. Like, you're all just stood around. There's enough room, and soon. Obviously, I don't know if you can see them while you're underground, but you can hear 5 Beedrill buzzing around very aggressively, almost as if on some kind of patrol. So, one moment, if I just position these, because they do kind of strategically move themselves around, as if to go, like, we ain't letting nobody past us. Buzz, 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 buzz. They've all been playing Metal Gear Solid far too much. They find all these key points, and they stand there and start just turning around on the spot, looking.
Poke-taker. Let's just go.
Okay. And yeah, we're just gonna go up to the clearing.
We'll just slowly follow Onyx.
Yeah. If you guys do that, yeah, I'll just reveal the whole thing for ease now. Ignore the Pokemon there. They're not there. That was me when I was deciding what's going to appear where. They're out there. As you guys bring yourself to the clearing, there is this very lovely beehive. It appears to be very much overflowing. Like the box it was created for, there's great amounts of honeycomb and beehive construction on the outside, and in the center of it appears to be this one very scared looking Pokemon, which appears to be 3 pieces of honeycomb conjoined together with a small red mark on its central face. If you look around, you'll notice there's quite a few more of these, all without the red mark on its face, and it kind of looks up, and it looks scared, and it seems as if it's struggling a little bit, and its little wings kind of flutter as it goes. Oh me, baby.
All right, let's get a fire started, because Slim, you can keep it from getting out of control, right?
Sure can.
Right on. All right, so everyone get wet, like moss and wet leaves, like we're making a smoky fire.
Okay. What role would you guys suggest for trying to find the appropriate things?
Wisdom for survival?
Does anyone have any other suggestions? Because I know you all suck at wisdom.
I'm good at it. I'm good at it.
It's
I
not my
mean-
worst stat.
Intelligence? Because gotta know what's
Even worse.
wet.
Um,
I want to point out, if this is the plan, I'm switching to Gothita because she's going to levitate all of the wet, gross things.
oh yeah, definitely. You don't want to touch that stuff.
She's already mad. She got dirt on her shoes.
Okay, so yes, everybody roll a wisdom check then for me.
Oh, this is-
Poke-taker, maybe you should just stand guard.
Okay.
Well,
11 minus
do this.
4,
Oh my god.
12, 6.
Oh no. You people.
Hey, I rolled almost as well as you did.
No, you did fine.
Clementine just brings a bunch of rocks from a nearby creek.
Okay, so 11, 11, 4, 12, 6. Yeah. Well, minus 4, sorry. So, the 11s and the 12, you guys kind of go, okay, you know, there's some leaves, we can break a few branches off, you know, if they're still alive, that'll produce smoke. Clementine, you just look in your pockets and go, what have I got?
There's a rubber band. It's not really wet though.
And Poker Taker, you go, you have the genius idea.
Wait, if you go deep enough underground, it gets damp,
Coal. Yeah, true.
and they'll be cold. Tank, we need to go deeper.
We're going deeper.
So
Dive, dive, dive.
you find enough. You can make a vaguely smoky fire.
Okay, I'm going to like get a little bit of water and like drizzle it on it to make sure that that it doesn't like get out of control and can stay smoky for a long time. And Slim, it's up to you now. And I'm gonna get a blanket and hand one side of it to Clementine, and I'll hold the other one, and we'll just wave it over the top of it to spread the smoke out everywhere.
Okay. So what is your overall intention with this?
To spread smoke over this area, because that calms, or yeah, it calms bees down. And then I want Poka Taker to yell and attract the bee drills back to the hive.
Okay. So, you collectively, as an effort, you make this area fairly smoky. You know, it's like, okay, it's not enough that you're all having to like cover your faces and whatnot, but it's smoky enough that the comb bees in the hive seem to be very subdued, although they already seemed subdued. It was almost as if, you know, a larger, more aggressive species had taken over, and they were the ones being held captive. But yeah. Do you try and get the attention of the bee drills?
Yeah, Slim's focusing on the fire thing, so Poka Taker, it's up to you to get them to come.
All right, so Poka Taker is going to have Tank Surface and Rage, which is going to raise at one combat stage. So I just imagine it's like, and then dip back down underground.
What are you making emerge where you are on the map?
Yeah.
Okay, with that, the bee drill start swarming towards you guys. Obviously, we aren't going to appear right there. That was just me moving them as a collective. They are going to have to start filing through because they're flying through the trees, not over them, because that'd be too much effort for them to figure it out. So,
Well, in that case,
you can hear as they start buzzing closer and closer towards, you know, this bee drill, and they reach this corner here. And the moment they see, they will like to start combat.
we're underground.
Oh, you guys are still underground.
Oh, yes.
Not all of us, just Poka Taker and them. So they'd have to come all the way to the lower corner before they saw any of us. And I will have Majesty out over here.
Okay, so Poke Taker, you are underground. So as these first ones start flying down.
Oh, 354. 1 second.
I'm assuming you have a plan for when the first one crosses over you? Or are you going to let a certain amount pass by before you do a thing?
So there's going to be 5 rocks. Okay, and it's going to be stealth rock.
Oh,
Mhm.
harsh. Okay, how much damage does Stealth Rock do?
1/8 of their HP per rock.
These are also bug type,
Yeah,
so it's super effective. So that's actually 1/4, isn't it?
gonna go with yeah.
Yikes. Okay. So now I need to.
So there's 10 rocks and there's 5 of them. So each of them is getting hit for 1/4 of their hit points.
Oh, okay, so they all get reduced to half then. All right, cool. That makes life very easy. So
And
as they
then-
all fly over, you were saying, and then?
Yes. So that was what was prepared. Now for the attack.
Mhm.
So the Poke-Taker is going to burst forth from the ground, riding on top of Onyx, and like deck the first one in an uppercut and go, sure you can.
Just to make sure, the Onyx isn't just coming up straight, is it? The Onyx is spiraling up, right?
Oh yes,
Nice.
because what else would it be doing?
Exactly. Okay. Roll to hit.
Let's see. So first, that is me.
Yeah, it's just flat D20 for you. That is
Oh, it
most
hits.
definitely a hit.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Oh boy. That's some
That's the
damage.
first one.
22. Okay, and is that on the first Beedrill?
Yep.
Minus 22. That Beedrill. Please explain, please describe to me how you would like to hit this thing. Like, how you imagine it react to this.
Well, it depends if it's going to be unconscious or not.
Oh, it's unconscious.
Okay, cool. So what's going to happen is he's going to like spin up through the air, hit it with that uppercut. It's going to like get hit, freeze for a moment, and then shoot off into the air.
So you fly up.
With a little
and
twinkle at the end.
Yeah, you fly up in this Beedrill, like it's just flown through all these rocks, and it already looks a bit beaten up. And then as you burst out the ground, its bug eyes they somehow widen, despite that not making any biological sense. As you're certain for a brief moment, you think you heard the Beedrill say "Nani?" As the fist impacts right in the partition between the thorax and the other part of the bug. I don't remember my body. And it just kind of goes,
Somewhere in the kite.
Beedrill's blasting off again.
Yes.
So I'll just delete. And what's Tank doing along with that?
Okay. And Tank is doing Rock Tomb.
Okay, roll for that. Obviously, you can pick any Beedrill for that to hit.
That move was just
you
made
mean
for
all
you.
of them?
What's the area of Rock Tomb, actually?
3 meters.
Like a 3x3 meter square, or just like...
Let me read it off. Rock
Yeah.
Tomb creates a 3-meter blast. Rock Tomb lowers all legal targets, speed 1 combat stage, plus the damage.
Okay, hang on, let me just read what blast means then. So that would be...
Rock Tomb was made just for your character.
Oh, attack keywords. There we go, blast. Hit all targets in the radius specified. So that, yeah, that's a 3-meter radius. So that will hit the remaining 4.
And that's 17 damage.
They're bug type. That's a rock move, so that doubles to 34. Okay.
Can I
Never
get a
mind
one punch?
initiative. Let's just.
Yeah, these are all gone because of with the stealth rock. I mean, they would have survived this if not for the stealth rock. And now I'm really annoyed because I went through I actually bothered to go through and actually give them proper stuff. Like, these Beedrill were going to be real fucking dead. They all had 20 attack.
Whoo!
Ooh.
And you know what they need? Like 20 more levels of HP.
Well, that's the thing.
So,
Like,
this
I
is
just-
my ice cream pizza moment.
Oh,
It is.
yeah. So, please, after you've made one fly off, Tank, I'm assuming, having spiraled up, doing this amazing dragon-esque pose, looks down at the other four, essentially lets out a great big cry.
Oh, no. It's even better than that.
Oh no, please go. Please describe how you murder these bees.
So he pops up through the ground and like knocks that one to space. The other Beedrills like turn like, oh, you're gonna die for that. And then Tank erupts out of the ground and just sends them all flying along with.
I love it. I love it. So I'll just move all of them and delete them because that's a one-hit kill on all of them.
All right.
Well, that was both amazing and really anticlimactic at the same time. But yeah, you have cleared out the aggressive, invasive Beedrill.
Awesome.
He's just gonna be like, okay.
Okay,
Nice.
now that that's done, Ever's gonna walk over to, like, towards the Combi, and
Mhm.
she's going to, like, look at it, and she looks back at everybody, and she goes, so, are we gonna start making chapstick or something now?
Sure.
How long have you
You're
been
in
holding
on
that? That's amazing. Oh.
I actually don't understand this reference, so
Oh.
Ruby yesterday.
It's Big Chapstick all over again.
There's a whole conspiracy theory that they came up with about Big Chapstick trying to murder people.
well,
Wow.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed that, and I finally get around to watching Ruby. I too will get this reference. And hey, did you know you should go and check out the YouTube channel to see the entire 5-part series of Ruby the Vampire Slayer over on youtube.com/welcome to the party. Boom-doo, plugged.
Nice.
So, Eva, as you go over and you check out, I'm assuming you check out what you assume is the queen, the only one that seems to have this red mark in its face, right?
God save her.
Yeah.
Yes.
You notice right behind this one, there is another slightly smaller one, also with a red mark in its central face, and it's almost as if this smaller one was being protected, and the larger queen kind of moves out and goes, me, and lets the small one flutter out, and the small combi kind of flutters out, and it kind of goes round, well, not a circle, it does everything in a honeycomb pattern, because I think that's an amusing quirk. So it kind of flies round in an octagonal, or is it hexagonal?
Hexagonal.
What's hexagonal? So it forms like a little hexagonal shape in the sky in front of you, and then kind of, it doesn't have hands, but it like flaps its little wings and goes, homie! It is appreciative of your hard work.
Nice. Poketaker, very good job. Slim,
Thanks.
thank you for keeping the fire going. Clementine, thank you for helping me with the smoke. Ever, do you think you are are suited to taking care of the bees, at least a little bit. It seems that the old man didn't manage to get here to collect the honey or anything for the good while. It's kind of a mess.
Are any of us surprised?
Yeah, I think I can do it.
Okay. Now, I need to decide how much of a dick I'm going to be, because technically, Tank was the only thing which engaged in combat there.
Oh, yeah. No.
So,
Yeah.
with that
Oh.
logic, Tank gained
Sorry.
1,920 experience.
Good lord.
These were 5 fully evolved Pokemon.
Oh.
Can we get like 30
920?
more so I get Penetomid at level 20?
Actually, yeah, you know what? You're all involved in the planning. You are ready for combat. You know,
Yeah.
if you had rolled initiative and they all got taken out in one round, it would have been the same. So yes, you can all get that.
How much was that?
1,920. And you know what? If Pentatomide only needs 30 more, screw it. Take another 30. 1,950.
I meant like 30 more Beedrills, but...
Well, the thing is,
Just farm bee drills.
you only would have needed one level 1 Beedrill to get 30 experience, because each Beedrill's base level is 30 XP.
Then Penetomide needs 3,200 more XP, so 10. 10 would do it. 10 Beedrills at this level.
If we have extra time in the session, I have a thing that can help. I can summon a wild Pokemon with my bait ability.
Okay. We've only really got 10 minutes left.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
then.
like I'd like to get to bed tonight.
Yeah. So we can start that next session and be like, we're going to do some grinding.
Oh my god, we're doing grinding.
Pokemon,
like
of course we're doing grinding.
Yeah, it was a matter
Hey,
of time.
you've not really done any grinding until now. You've just occasionally gone and beaten stuff up. So, yes, next session we can start with some grinding. But before that, because we are pretty much at time, what would any of you like to do in this area? There's this overwhelming amount of honey in front of you. This hive needs clearing out, essentially.
I'm gonna chug down my energy drinks and then fill the bottle with honey.
Okay.
And I can burn off the HP by phasing through the trees to get back to the field faster by going straight west.
So you now have... did you use one or both of your energy drinks?
I'll use both to get the bottles for honey. I didn't use any yet.
Yeah. So you now have 2 bottles of honey. I'm going to say that each one of these bottles counts as 2 uses of honey. So you have 4 uses of honey, basically. With that.
I'm going to grab yeah, I'm gonna grab. How many uses of honey can my Ralts carry telepathically?
This.
Because I don't want to touch it.
Well, let's look in Pokemon capabilities. Advanced. It has telekinetic, right?
Yeah.
So, can lift things that are lighter than their level multiplied by 5 pounds or 2.5 kilos. So.
So 25 pounds worth of honey.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
Yes, I would assume that. Well, okay, using the base maths I just did, an energy drink, which is about 500 milliliters, I'm saying 250 milliliters is 1 usage. So, put that into... lump. It's been a long time since I've had to do measurement conversion of milliliters to pounds.
Oh boy.
So, because it's not a perfect conversion, because it obviously depends on the density of things, because science is stupid, and now my brain hurts. You know what? For ease, we'll just say a pound is a use.
Cool. That works.
There, done. So you've got 25 uses of honey.
Nice.
That your routes can just go.
Damn.
And you've got another 4 in energy drink bottles.
I mean, if we have buckets, Clementine can carry a bunch.
Mr. Bucket?
Are there any buckets at the cottage house?
You would most definitely assume there is some kind of honey collecting.
Okay, so with that in mind, how much can we have?
With the amount that is excess there because of this situation, you guys can collect 50 uses of honey. But that will strip this back to being, okay, this is its base. And then, as like a basic game mechanic, I'm going to say the hive can produce 1 use of honey every 6 hours.
All right, cool. So, Clementine, if you would can you carry those
Nova
50?
can levitate like 70 pounds with her.
Yeah, then Nova can just carry the whole amount.
Nice. So if Nova will carry those for now, we'll get it to the cottage, and I'm sure there's a storage place there for it.
Yes, there most definitely is.
And when we pass through here again on our way back, we'll take it back to the mansion.
Then we sell honey. Perfectly legitimate business front.
Oh,
So
boy.
We should hire someone.
Yes.
Is anybody... Well, actually, as you start to leave, the smaller female comb bee seems to be following Eva. It seems to have imprinted on you in some way, shape, or
Yeah.
You got a friend.
And with that, I'll leave with the glorious image of all of you proudly walking through the woods. As you do so, Nova in the front with their hands out making this giant sphere of honey float, and this tiny little bee following behind. And
With Slim
as
just
you
incinerating any bug that tries to land in the giant thing of honey.
And as you return to the cottage, you get this lovely sight of seeing all of your cats. They're all curled up asleep. The Cubone has curled up with them, and the Mew is curled up on the table.
Nice.
As you walk in with your sphere of honey.
That's pretty cool.
And with that, all of the creatures inside pick up their heads and look at you, and you can sense they are excited.
We've made a terrible mistake.
And with that, I think that is the perfect time for us to wrap up. Does anyone know who we're raiding today?
I'll figure it out.
Okay,
I'll take
awesome.
care of that.
Whilst we're figuring that out, we would like to thank everybody for showing up. You can support Welcome to the Party by becoming a subscriber here. It's good stuff. Do it if you can. If you can't do that, we have a Discord. Go join that. Just be a part of the conversation. Be a part of the party, which welcomes you to it. I didn't plan words. Other thing. You can follow Welcome to the Party on Twitter at Welcome Party RPG, on YouTube at Welcome to the Party, and here on Twitch at Welcome RPG. You can find me on Twitter at The Bardic Knock, on YouTube as The Bardic Knock, on Twitch as The Bardic Knock, and on Patreon as The Bardic Knock. And I will throw over to Teddy and let them tell you where you can find them on the internet.
Hi, I'm Nerdy Teddy Bear. You can find me on Twitter at nerdy_teddy. Sometimes I'm play video games, and that's on Nerdy Teddy Bear here on Twitch. Otherwise, I'm usually here playing on Wednesdays now. I'm not the GM anymore, which is still a little weird. It's only been one day, but Thursdays I play Shadowrun and alternating with this, and got some one-shot stuff coming up, some charity stuff. I think next Saturday I'm joining some good old D&D for Extra Life. So see you around.
Alrighty. Michi, where can we find you on the internet?
I am Michi at Michi on the Twitters and on Twitch, but I don't stream, so I'm usually here Wednesday nights. I was playing in the Ruby game, and I'll also be playing in the next game coming up there. I'm also here every second and fourth Thursday for Pokemon. That's what I'm playing.
Yeah. Cyril has departed on off to sleepy time because he's a human being with responsibilities, but he doesn't use the Twitter. And so if you want to contact Cyril, join the Discord and you'll find him in there, I think. I'm sure he's there. Shogun, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me here every other Tuesday, running Mimic Nights, a 5th edition D&D game. We just ran this week, so it'll be next week and the week after that, because we do it on the 5th Tuesdays as well, where we ignore all the rules and just have a fun time if we can. Which last time we had a great time messing around in the pool, mostly.
Beach episode.
We sure did have the beach episode.
Yeah. I also run the Shadowrun game that alternates with this game. So the Thursdays that this does not run, we run Shadowrun, which is an open drop-in, drop-out game. So if you contact me in the Discord, you can jump in for just a session or two, or however long you have time for if you don't want to make a huge time commitment. But you can also hang around for a long time if you want. And there might even be openings for GMs to jump in for short bits as well. And that's everything. I'm going to drop a link in the chat where my wife and I put our stuff. She currently is doing a Shadowrun inspired, or in the universe of the Shadowrun games webcomic. But yeah, that's it.
And last but certainly not least, our MVP, Beedrill Crusher, the anti-Nick Cage that he is. Jack, where do we find you on the internet?
Everybody, I'm Capjack, or at Captain J Cross on the Twitters. You can find me all over the place here on Welcome to the Party. I am in the Mimic Knights game that Shogun runs. I am also in the Shadowrun game that Shogun runs. And here, of course, I am as well. And then also on Friday nights, you can catch me here, surprise, on Welcome to the Party, in a game of the Waterdeep Dragon Heist being run by Throck. So yeah, come and see me tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. We just got an in, and it's going to be interesting what happens from there.
Wait, you got it as in you own it, or like?
Yeah, we own it. It's like legal and everything.
Nice.
Legal like the stuff you do in this game legal?
No, like actually somebody gave it to us in exchange for instead of money.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I need to keep... There's too many things to catch up with, but I'm working on it. So, I believe we are going to go and raid, according to my Discord, Scraticus? Is that the right one we're doing?
Academy.
Yes.
Where it's a similar thing almost to Welcome to the Party, where they teach people to play, which is very cool. Yeah, so
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna pop that up whenever we're ready. Are we ready to go? Do you have anything, Bardic? Before
Yeah.
we go?
I already said my name and where you can find me.
Cool.
That's pretty much it. So thank you, everybody. So hope you have a lovely day and happy adventuring.
Bye.
Click the
Bye.
button.
Bye.
Bye.
And
And we're out.
we're out.